We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Henry breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Henry. Trucks over him, and still fighting. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Henry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Swinging it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They fake the give. Now Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. Good luck.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Newton. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Play action. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them to the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And Ingram holds it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Wentz to throw. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Dolphins. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wentz now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12. Yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Hines. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Hey, we got four.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Runs over it. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Eason. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. It's Eason. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Evan Ingram, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just...
And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. For Cam Newton, and the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Rodgers on the return. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the 2nd half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the 2nd half, we go back to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And
the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here's Rodgers to return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now it's Hines. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run with Hines. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They go play action with Eason. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Open man right side is Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Eason to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On second and a couple, Eason. A good throw here, finding Pascal. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. No monogamy, and he will bring it back. Dolphins touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. He'll buy some time right. This to Hines on the drop-off. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When the season began, the Colts went through a 3-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, 3rd most by a running back in the NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. from just shy of midfield. Wentz. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That ball caught by Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try to run with Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On second down, right back to Hines. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Nyheim Hines. His 4th touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Running right through it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Henry, he can't get him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
113 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
No doubt. The carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Newton now to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Newton's going to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is a lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Pass complete to Hines.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Buying time to his left. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 6 there on first.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz
finds Hines again for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. On play action, Wentz. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Quiddy Pay in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.